If you're having trouble scoring goals in NHL 26, stick around, I got you covered. Today, I'm going to be breaking down my top 5 ways to score goals. We'll also talk about scoring goals offline versus online. I'm going to break down some general offensive tips to attack the middle of the ice and get inside of your opponents. And we'll break down one big change for a go-to goal from past games. The first go-to goal that we're going to look at is the behind the net wrap on the backhand. This is one of the best go-to goals in the game. It's pretty darn easy to pull off. You can be pretty patient, wait out the goalie. It does work a lot better if you're on your backhand as opposed to the forehand, and this is going to be very effective, especially if you're running behind the net, and get a nice cycle going down low to pull your opponent's defender out of position. Next up, we have the short side snipe when you're walking out from the goal line. This is still a very effective way to score goals in NHL 26. What you want to look for here is you're watching the goalie. He's going to go from the animation where he's hugging the post and then drops down into the butterfly. When he drops into the butterfly, that top short side corner is going to be wide open, and if you time it right, it's an easy goal. The D-to-D one-timers are not nearly as effective in NHL 26 as they were last year in NHL 25, but they'll still give you some easy goals. This works great as the D-to-D one-timer, but it also works good if you're passing from down low to the point for the 1T. Last year, this was almost always more effective if you one-time the puck shooting across the grain. This year, it doesn't really matter. Go short side, go far side. Just take a look at the net, shoot for what's open. They both work pretty well. Next up, we have a classic goal and shell. It's cutting across the high slot and ripping the puck far side. Almost always effective in every single NHL game. This year is no different. In fact, it might even be easier this year if you're using a guy with quick release. Also, screens seem to be more effective this year than ever. So if your opponent is screening his old goaltender, that makes this move that much more effective. Last but not least, we're going to look at a rush play, and this one I like to call the high zone delay. One of my favorite things to do in the game when you're on the rush. For this play, you as the puck carrier are going to delay as soon as you cross the blue line. You can do a little LT, you can skate east-west, wait for your AI wingers to crash the net, and it doesn't matter what type of strategy you're using, they will always crash the net. From here, you feed one of them or the one that's open for an easy breakaway or an easy 2-on-1. Now when it comes to specifically scoring in offline game modes, the behind the net wrap, the D-to-D 1T, and the short side snipe are going to be even easier because you're playing AI that isn't going to necessarily look to close those gaps, whereas real life opponents know that you're trying to score that way, so they try to take it away, especially as you get better and start playing better opponents. If you want to score more goals and actually create high danger chances in the offensive zone, you should take the mentality of always attacking the middle, attack the slot. You want to be looking to attack the slot from behind the net, from the goal line or the corner, from the half wall, and attacking the slot from the point. If you're behind the net, of course, use the backhand wrap to attack the net. If you're coming from the corner or the goal line, the short side snipe is a go-to. Often your opponent will look to take that away, so I like to throw in a little toe drag or a spinorama to get to the net. Attacking from the half wall should be a go-to, especially if you are using overload. From there, again, you're in the high slot, shoot the puck far side. Honestly, just look where the goalie isn't covering. You can pick corners super easily in this game, especially if you're attacking from the half wall and have some room in front of you. Last but not least, don't be afraid to challenge the goalie by walking in with your defender. Sometimes if you're doing a lot of attacking the net from down low or from the half wall, or maybe you're going for a lot of D-to-D 1Ts, this opens up opportunities, it opens up lanes to skate your defender down to the goalie and challenge him one by one. Sometimes you got a defender to beat, but this leads to some very fun goals. Just be careful, watch for the counter attack, because sometimes your forward that is covering for that D that you skated up the ice with doesn't have the best AI tracking to actually play defense when they're covering for that defender. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the cross-crease goal. This year, it's actually a bit different. Goalies seem to track cross-ice passes a lot better than ever before, and they make some ridiculous saves. Now, yes, you can still score on cross creases this year, but it is a lot harder. Since that is the case, oftentimes your best option is to just hold on to the puck, use that other offensive AI player as a decoy. I like to use the stride deke or the backhand toey in this situation for an easy goal. Now, one of the easiest ways to score in this game that we haven't touched on yet is getting yourself a breakaway. You should be able to score on, at least half of your breakaways in this game, if not more. If you are having trouble scoring on the breakaways, I already made a YouTube short on breaking down the best 6 or 7 ways to score on breakaways. I'll link that down below. It'll be the first link in the description. And gents, that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more tips and tricks in the future, do me a favor, drop a like, stick around, let me know in the comments what kind of videos you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching.